Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of July 17th through 23rd. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody. So please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers, subscribers, and the amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Before we get into the actual reading, Aquarius, I just have a little bit of information to put out there. This week, the energy over this week feels like things are going to be coming to the surface. There's a lot of Cancerian energy out and about, right? And there's a lot of things that are coming up, that are coming to the surface, that we are being made aware of. Also, you know, it's Monday and I've been seeing a lot of kind of information coming out about breakups, separations, divorces, that kind of thing. And that's kind of the energy, right? We're going to be seeing a lot this week that maybe we haven't seen, or that have been hidden in the shadows or in the dark, kind of, so to speak, here, Aquarius. So be ready and aware for that, okay? So because of that, I've got a what to surrender kind of card coming through here, or a few for this week in general, for this general reading, and we're going to get a little bit more information. But yeah, this energy has the potential for being a little bit heavy, okay? A little bit heavy. And or, I mean, for some of you, it doesn't always have to be negative that's being brought to light, or that's going to be coming through, but there is going to be there is a feeling of an energy of incompatibility that's coming up this week, or coming out, or showing out, what have you, Aquarius. So be ready for that, okay? Now, your first card out is Surrender to Silence, right? This is definitely going to be a week of listening and learning. If you're always speaking, you're having a difficult time learning. If you're always speaking, you're having a difficult time listening, okay? If you're always in that space of reactionary kind of listening, where you're just listening for the little bits and pieces so that you can come back real quick and have, or butt in, or not let people finish, that kind of thing. This is just as much for me as for you coming through here, Aquarius. But then that's where you're going to potentially get in even more kind of almost trouble this week, okay? So surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you, okay? So make sure that you're taking time out for yourself. But overall, with the energy this week, Aquarius, for this general reading, it is coming through to, you know, work on listening more and or learning, okay? What is coming through? What are people saying? What are you noticing, right? In that stillness, what, even if for those of us that sometimes ruminate, right, after the fact, what can you learn from the interaction, from what happened, what have you? Where can that silence and contemplating or reflecting, where can it assist you during this week, Aquarius? Not only this week moving forward, but this week it's going to be very important for you to pay attention to, okay? Now, you also have surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So you see, this week is going to be potentially, for some of you, a week where you're going to really want to call in love and support of others. There's this energy coming in with this, Aquarius, of not really reaching out or asking for guidance or assistance or help in one way or another, really trying to take the world on, the challenges, everything that comes up, the energies, the disputes, the issues, the separations, the breakups, whatever it is, the heartbreak, the disappointments, on all by ourselves. And this week isn't going to be a week for that. So surrender to the energy and to allowing yourself to ask for support, for guidance, for love from the people that are important in your life. This could be your friends, this could be your family, this could be, for some of you, it could even be a neighbor. You may not feel close to really anybody, but it may be that, you know, a neighbor may have been nice to you or brought you some brownies or something, and it may be that you just may need to or feel an urge to go over, knock on the door, and maybe, you know, have a glass of wine and have a bit of a conversation, or a feeling of support. Okay, so however that comes through for you this week, Aquarius. All right. Then you also have surrender to the wisdom of your body. You see, this is all coming together here. Surrender to silence, surrender to receiving support and love, surrender to the wisdom of your body. And it's very, very much coming through that this is in a cohesive message with the energy that's coming up, or that I'm feeling at least this week, Aquarius. Maybe you may not be feeling it to the same degree or same level, but just be aware of it as the beginning of the week here, and as it starts to progress on through the week. If you're feeling like everything's coming up, know that you know, there is some energy in the air. There's that strong Cancerian energy this week. But there's a lot that's coming out, Aquarius, and definitely this week it's going to be important to remember that the more that you know, right, as far as like the resources, kind of what you can do, maybe stepping back, you know, receiving or reaching out for a little help, surrendering to the silence, right, listening to the wisdom of your body, the more that you know this week is going to be important, because it's really going to assist you in moving with this energy, okay? For some through it, but with it as well. Okay, this one says, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. Here you go. Right here. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Yes, your body knows, right? Your body knows. Your body, wow, you have all of those little nerve endings. You have all of the information, right? Your body has the information. Your body holds. You get the, what is it, when the hair on the back of your neck stands up, right? You get goosebumps, or you get butterflies, right? Your body has the messages. It always is always talking to you. It's always giving you cues and clues. Pay attention to it. Listen to the wisdom of your body. And this week is going to be extremely important to do that. Okay. So this is wow. Just kind of jaw-dropping information coming through, and how cohesive it is with the energy for sure this week, Aquarius. This one wants to be shuffled another 2 times, so we're going to do that and get a few more cards out to find out what more, right? The more you know, what more you need to know. Oh, Lord. All right, well, here we go. Hold on to your seats, Aquarius, because this week's not only going to be bumpy, but there's a lot of information coming through, okay? You got the Lovers, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. So you're being reminded that love is going to be, right? Both of these cards, you've got the Lover and the Three of Pentacles coming through. The Three of Pentacles, first thing says, do what you love. This is embrace true love and deep intimate relationships. Okay, I'm not going to read both of them, but tune into love this week, Aquarius, is the message coming through with these 2 cards. Make a decision to really fall into, tune into, lean into love during this time. Love for yourself. That means if you need to take a few days, like personal or mental health days, do that this week. Okay, this isn't this energy of like kind of retiring out of civilization, but some of you may actually feel a little bit more at ease doing that. Okay, just it may be a week for going camping, getting out in the woods and spending a few days. This energy is really going to have that potential, Aquarius, to wow, knock you on your ass. I'm just saying. Okay, so tune into love as much as you can this week, Aquarius. Move into that. You've got that. I guess I will read them because the messages may have a little bit more for you, but embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Yes, for sure. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. So that is beautiful. Extra messages there. This one says, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and excellent reputation. So for some of you also, what I'm getting this week is if you decide to kind of retire out into the woods or go camping or have kind of a separation of sorts from civilization and yourself, right? To kind of navigate this energy this week, that you will still be lucrative by making this decision, Aquarius. You are actually, by saying kind of no, that I'm not going to participate in whatever kind of wild stuff is coming through, right? I'm going to tune into the more that I need to know regarding potentially myself, or tuning into the silence, whatever it may be this week, Aquarius. You are saying yes to something else, and you will be rewarded for that. Yes to yourself, yes to connection, yes to self-love, and to setting in one way or another a boundary, and that is opening the door, and you will be rewarded. Okay, there is a recognition within it. Smart. It's a smart move this week for you, Aquarius. Okay, now then you also have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Swords coming through here. So you've got with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, this energy is really coming through with this energy of being proactive within your own self, right? Because Queen of Swords could be considered an Aquarius card, or you, right? Depending on kind of how you look at that. But you're being proactive and you're being protective this week. That energy is really, really coming through. Again, that energy of the more you know. If there is a potential for things to be just stirred up and for crazy making, Aquarius, you don't actually have to be part of that or involved in it. Whatever's going to happen or come through is going to come through, but you could be proactive and protective of your own energy this week. And that doesn't mean that you have to go out into, nature or go camping, right? That's just a suggestion that Spirit kind of had come through here for some of you, right? But it does really open up this gate, or this window, or this door, even like a little animal pet door kind of space, right? For you to be able to kind of see it before it comes, right? You have this information, the more that you know, this important kind of message coming through within this reading, Aquarius, and you get to be proactive and you get to be protective of your energy, of your silence, of yourself, right? You get to open up, use that wisdom from your body, really reach out if you need to, and be open to receiving love and support this week, because some of you are going to want it, okay? You've got loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive, plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. I agree. Plan carefully before taking action, but then get going, Aquarius, okay? Pay attention to the details. The details are going to be everything this week, because you've got all of that kind of coming out of the woodwork, or coming out of the shadows, or coming out of the dark energy. It's like you're seeing things crystal clear, and or things are being brought to your attention. There's a lot of energy coming through this week, Aquarius, of really almost an abrupt energy, abrupt endings or abrupt changes kind of energy, okay? So pay attention to the details, because the small details this week are going to add up to the big things, okay? Wait for the perfect timing, a guardian angel or someone who watches over you, okay? So there is somebody, that may be where that support and love is coming in. It may be from a guardian angel or somebody who watches over you, either in the physical or non-physical kind of energy, okay? So with that Queen of Swords, you have brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental. Some of you need to be a little bit judgy this week also, okay? Releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. This is all going to be yes, yes, and yes, right? Seeing the humor in difficult situations. Focus on career, divorced, or unmarried individuals. Yes, you see, we talked about this in the beginning, separations and or divorces. This week is going to be a crunch. Some of you are going to feel like you have done, because that crunch word came out, what's coming through now, I'm just seeing somebody on the floor doing crunches, and your muscles are going to be tight. It's like you haven't done crunches, or you've never done crunches, and then you lay down and you do so many different reps of crunches, and then your stomach is so tight, the muscles are so sore, it's like you can barely move. This week is going to be that, nothing short of potentially painful. so sorry. I'm not a fan of these type of messages, but you know what? They need to come out as the other ones do, right? There's ebb and flow, there's ups and downs, okay? You also have the Nine of Pentacles coming through and the Queen of Pentacles coming through. So for some of you, this is going to be coming up as a very abrupt change in your finances. And that can come with a separation of sorts, a separation from a partner, either romantically or within like business. It could be like a divorce. Some of you may not be married to a situation or something that's happening, right? That whole, well, I'm not married to it, I don't need to hold on to it kind of energy is coming through. So some of you may be in that space this week as well, Aquarius. But there's a lot of truths that are going to be being exposed this week, okay? In many different ways. Again, some of you, it may have to do with finances, but with this Nine of Pentacles coming through, this is opening up again a pet door for some of you, just that little tiny opening, right? For a huge dramatic change to come through. Okay, some of you have been holding on to something, and this week is going to bring that to an abrupt change or an abrupt stop or an abrupt separation or what have you. But that pet door is still there for you to go through for a very, very dynamic and for some dramatic life change that is really that little door, that little opening, that little space that you have been waiting for. Okay, enjoying at the other side of this. Okay, once you get through that door, Aquarius, there is a bit of excitement and a bit of joy that comes with that. Okay, stepping away from moving into, right? Stepping away from moving into. Okay, this is a place of being gracious or thankful or full of gratitude that whatever this is for you specifically got to come to an end. I know. Okay. This does say, the Nine of Pentacles says, enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that has led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully self-employed, enjoying your solitude. So some of you, this is really going to move you into the space of self-employment. Okay, and that's something that some of you had potentially been scared of or shied away from in the past, but this little pet door opening up is allowing for you to take those steps in that direction for yourself, which does feel amazing and will be happily successful for you, okay? You also have, this one says, Queen of Pentacles, generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, you see. So you are making a beautiful, luxurious garden, whether that is a fruits and vegetables garden or a flower garden out of a pile of weeds, Aquarius. This is gorgeous. Making a potentially difficult time into something beautiful, shifting the narrative, shifting the way that this actually turns out, going through that little pet door or that gate or that window, whatever it may be for you, Aquarius, and making something amazing out of it because, right, surrendering to that silence, the listening and the learning that comes through from this week, Aquarius, is going to move mountains within you and for you, okay? A love of family and home, be practical about how you proceed. Love of art and beauty, a sensible approach, okay? So, wow, this week, Aquarius, the more you know, the more you know. It's going to be a very important week for you. Oh, look at this. You've got the humpback whale, and it says singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. And that's what's really coming through for you. Your inner navigation always guides you. The wisdom of your body, okay? Some of you are singers, and something's going to happen this week that's going to like push you out into the limelight or on the stage. For some of you, you may have had some, for some reason, Justin Bieber's coming through here, how he was kind of recognized online and then, you know, kind of brought into the big leagues, so to speak, right? For some of you, you have had stuff out there and you are good and you know you are damn good and haven't been kind of found. This is all going to come to a head for some of you within that position, right? With the singer coming through this week and that little puppy door, there's that shift, that little opening that you are going to get to put both feet in and jump through, okay? So know that as well. It says nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Of course not. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. This is all the way through this week, Aquarius. Notice what your goal is, okay? Notice what your big goal is or your big life goals are, and then chunk down and make it happen. Okay, keep moving towards that. And then you also have Eagle Mastery. It says, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Yeah, there's much coming to light this week, Aquarius. And within this, you have a real decision, right? You have the Lovers here. You have a real decision that you can make. You can either become a singer of all of the beauty within your life and around it, even in the challenges and obstacles, and become in the position of mastery over your life, listening, learning, using to your benefit, really leaning into love, and or not. That choice is yours this week, Aquarius. But there is some big dramatic changes that are in the air. There is this energy of kind of coming apart to come back together, Aquarius. And you know, the more that you know, the more that you pay attention, the more that you listen, the more that you allow yourself to receive love and support, and or ask for guidance and help, love and support, and pay attention to the wisdom of your body, the messages that you get. There's so much beautiful energy out there, Aquarius. And even though this week may be a little bit difficult, it feels as if the energy is that, you can also make the decision to turn that around. Okay, so really this week is going to be big on decisions, and the more that you know is going to be important. Okay, it's going to be very beneficial this week. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.